Hi everybody, Lee Simmons here with Event Resources. I'm here with Billy Montgomery, one of our production managers, and today we're talking about different pieces around the room, different things around the room, pre-function space, because sometimes, Billy, that gets forgotten when we're planning out set design and looks and feel in the room. So first, why is it important to think about pre-function space and entrances, that sort of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. The offstage set design is so important. It's your first impression of your event. When you walk right in and you see a set design piece that blends with everything else, it's your first impression, right? Same thing when you meet a person. That's what's really going to stick in your brain when you walk away from it.
And before we get into the details of what examples those are, when we try to think of ideas, very often we take things like invitations or any kind of branding with the organization to have the continuity, so when they get the invitation, it kind of matches these things. So what are some things that we've done for that?
So right off the bat, when you first walk in, directional signs are really awesome piece for that continuity. You know, we can use the photos that are in there or the font or something like that to really bring that together. And it's important for your guests to know where they're going when they walk in, right? I mean, for example, the convention center is a huge building. You walk in from the parking garage and you don't know exactly where you're headed. A directional sign, especially one that's branded like the invitation, makes a big difference.
Right, and we don't have to talk about just having it on an easel with a sign. There are many creative ways we can achieve that, right?
Sure. One, for instance, that I really like is clings on light boxes, because it's simple, but it's interactive and it's fun because, you know, you can have your colors for your event popping off there.
Right. Okay, so we get signage into like the pre-function space. Mm-hmm. That space sometimes gets forgotten about too. So what are things we can do in pre-function?
So talking about that big impression, that first impression, you walk into the space and there's something big right in your face. Right? That's something really cool. One of my favorites that we did at the convention center was this 30-foot wide foam core wall, and it was 15 foot tall, and it looked like a building from the university's campus. Yeah. And it was really cool because the attendees got to come up the escalator and see it growing as they got higher and higher up, and then actually walk through that building into the pre-function space.
Right.
But we don't have to go that extravagant. You know, it could be a monitor that's got a loop playing, or a light box wall that's got logos and branding. We could also do gobos on the wall that's got branding, sponsors, things of that nature.
Right. So we talk about pre-function. Now, what about getting into the ballroom and within the ballroom, other things that we can do to enhance that space, not just the focal point of the set design on stage, but the other parts?
So starting from the very top there of getting into the ballroom, we've done really cool entrances, different things with carpet and drape and uplighting in the doorway itself. So it's really setting the stage for the room that you're walking into. You know, once you're in the room, something that's simple that we do is uplighting all the way around, not just on the drape and on the stage. You know, it's impactful and it helps bring that feeling off the stage and into the room. You can also do gobos up on the wall for sponsors if you have sponsors for the event, or branding, or anything of that nature. And it's just big on the wall and it's simple.
Right, just adds that extra element in the room.
Yeah.
Great. So just a reminder, don't forget the other spaces in the ballroom. You have a whole ballroom, you have pre-function. What's the guest's experience when they walk into your event, in the venue? You want them to have a good experience. So it can be very well-rounded, as we like to say.
Yeah.
So hopefully that was helpful, and have a good day.